Imagine, if you will, a party so brave and bold that after pissing off an entire district with a bad bet, would just walk on over to a casino. Stay tuned. That's Dirty 20, baby. Hello, Guildies. I'm Infinite Voices, here to catch you up on the latest episode of Dirty 20. You can catch up on Dirty 20 on YouTube at youtube.com/Kanoa Daddy. Now, here's what happened on Season 2, Episode 4, a shell of a good time. We find the party where we left them, enjoying the spa after a night in the sewers fighting kobolds and making some serious cash. As Corinth set in for some relaxation, Leto playfully splashes him. This results in Corinth using control water to create a tidal wave of water in retaliation. As one does. Viguka tells Hippolyta that they should fight someday, and Hippolyta agrees to this, but you can cut the sexual tension with a knife. In the morning, Viguka and Quinn pack brown bag lunches and head off for another high fantasy day of work at the forge, while Hippolyta, Leto, and Corinth make their way to the Pika's Devil Casino. On their way, they find Helvar's arena, and the party decides to head in and learn about the rules. And oddly enough, there are no rules, which doesn't seem to deter anybody. What's that? They can just kill me? Alright, whatever. The party then travels to the Pika's Devil Casino, and turns out that casinos, they're just not very busy in the morning. Who'd have thunk? As they head home, they find imperial decrees saying all open practice of worship to the three-eyed god has been banned. From there, we learn that Hippolyta is a follower of Athena, the goddess of battle strategy, art, and architecture. Not necessarily for favor, but for her ideals. Corinth and Leto consider if they too may be gods, if all it takes is power to inspire worship. Which is when Hippolyta mentions that they have wings, casually as one does, but upon inspection, Corinth and Leto see no wings. We all just start to question Hippolyta's sanity. Viguka and Quinn get off work and make a quick stop at a shop where Viguka buys 3 sycamore tree seeds, with absolutely no explanation given, but I'm sure it will all lead to a plot. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done that. With the party together, they build a strategy for the following night's arena battle. They have solos, duos, or 4v4, so Quinn steps back so that they can have a 4v4 fight and offers to use his talents to make sure that nobody dies tomorrow, and, then steps away for an hour. They learn that the payout is dependent on how many people bet against them, so Leto quietly leaves the group and uses disguised self to look like a battle-hardened criminal, and goes into seedy bars to run a smear campaign on the party, calling it a sure bet, because these, and I quote, are a bunch of green bloods. One is all tits, another has spaghetti arms, the other has rusted armor, another is a big green broccoli dumbass. While Leto does this, the rest of the party go to the Blue Jay Bistro. Quinn is rather hesitant to go in and stays outside until Leto returns, and they go in together. This is where we meet Blue Jay, and the impression is dead on accurate. In fact, I'm not sure I've ever seen the DM and Blue Jay in the same place at the same time. We are introduced to Kiara, Quinn's sister. Quinn hides in the bar like some sort of ninja turtle. That is until they confront Blue Jay, and upon seeing another turtle, Blue Jay asks if they're related to Kiara, which Quinn confirms and gives Blue Jay a necklace as a gift for Kiara, and then leaves. Viguka, being a sucker for reunions and maybe prodded by Corinth, will not let this go and enters Kiara's dressing room and reveals to Kiara that not only is her brother Quinn alive, but he's close by, which turns into a small chase scene as Kiara and the party head towards the bronzed boot and eventually find Quinn. There's an emotional reunion with a big old hug and everybody cries. We find out that Kiara thought Quinn was dead. They held a service and everything. Her feelings turn to anger as she recounts being left alone to take care of their mother, who is now very sick and dying. Quinn promises to tell this true story at a later date, and that he has the power to heal and would like to see his mother. Kiara's anger is not subsided. She asks for a few days before Quinn can reunite with his mother. It's a long emotional night that is wrapped up with Corinth, Hippolyta, and Leto showing off their dance moves. In the morning, Corinth heads out to find people who may have information about their combatants and plant seeds of doubt about his party's capabilities, while Quinn sets off to discover if they can find more information about their own death. Hippolyta and Viguka spar for half an hour, and Viguka takes the win. As the party heads into Helvar's arena once more, Corinth and Leto notice the fruits of their labor as the odds are heavily stacked against them. Their smear campaign seems to have worked out beautifully. Before the party heads into battle, Quinn lays a clutch bless on the entire party and wishes them luck. And it is a hard-fought battle, but the party knows that it's a single round of combat and just how many enemies to prepare for. So it is a rare opportunity where they don't have to hold back. That's when, out of nowhere, using the ring of jumping, Leto jumps 90 feet in the air and short bows an enemy in the face. 3 feet in the air. We abandoned the jump and then stabbed a guy in the back. That jump would have been sweet, though. Viguka and Hippolyta jump right into the fray and swing for the fences. Corinth decides to go on fire and then start chasing people around with swords, yet wonders why nobody wants a hug. 30 seconds of intense battle go by, and our party is victorious. Their victory, they find, was at a 5-1 payout. A big payout for Corinth, almost 1,000 gold. Leto, Viguka, and Quinn, a modest payout, and Hippolyta racked in some cash too, betting safely. Battle high and rich, the party leaves the arena and heads out to the Pika's Devil Casino. And that, my friends, is where we find ourselves on this week's episode of Dirty 20. For the full video, be sure to check out youtube.com/Kanoa Daddy, or come be a part of the experience Thursday nights at twitch.tv/Kanoa Daddy.